This is the Aftermarket Radio Network.
Well, hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Auto Repair Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Walker, and today my co-host is Caroline LeGrand, and we're going to be talking about preparing for December's marketing. But before we get into that, let's take a minute to thank our sponsors. ShopBoss is software built by shop owners for shop owners. ShopBoss offers real solutions backed by real experience. Simply put, it's shop management software that works your way. When customers are in the lobby and cars are on the lift, you don't have time for a learning curve. That's where ShopBoss comes in, with profit-boosting features that work the way you need them to right out of the box. From built-in DVI to robust customizable reporting, ShopBoss makes everything about running a shop work more smoothly. Plus, with their Boss Pay Payments feature powered by 360 Payments, you can enter the era of totally paperless payments. From text-to-pay, remote payments, and consumer financing options, to compliance, surcharging, and now even offering PayPal and Venmo options. Everything is built right into ShopBoss. Plus, everything is backed by a fantastic support team with one goal in mind: your success. Be the boss with ShopBoss. Independent auto repair shops, get ready to transform your business with AppFueled. It's time for your professional auto service shop to have its own customer loyalty app. AppFueled will build an app that launches a custom loyalty program for your shop in 30 days or less, fully integrated with your point of sale system. Bring Fortune 500 level customer retention strategies to your business without the Fortune 500 budget. Many shops are enjoying the benefits. Our app engages your customers with a loyalty ladder, enticing them to climb the next rung, coming back more often and spending more each visit, all with your own app. Build loyalty with your customers to your brand and boost your shop's growth. Get your first app in 30 days or less, all without breaking the bank. Ready to start? Let AppFueled take your business to the next level. Go to appfueled.com or meet founder Jeremy Glasgow and book your complimentary app vision session at appfueled.com/Jeremy. That's AppFueled.com/Jeremy. Hey, Caroline.
Hey, Brian, how's it going?
Going well. How are you?
Doing well. I'm excited to be talking about Christmas and the holidays, even though it's October 13th as we record this.
Yeah, it's crazy, though, because it's been a year now. Like, this is the last month that we're recording for December. We've done a year of these at this point.
I know. I don't remember starting this that soon in October of last year. I guess we did. It was right after or right before Playing with the Pros that prompted us to start it. And now we'll have a full year of a series, basically, of a part of this podcast. It's definitely cool.
Yeah, it is. All right. It is the middle of October. It doesn't feel like Christmas yet, although I was just at Home Depot and did see some Christmas stuff out, a little bit among the Halloween stuff. But, man, it's okay. But let's get our holly jolly on and talk about December marketing.
Sounds good. There was a cool briskness to the air this morning, though, at least.
And to the people who are watching on YouTube, you get to see my dog Dutton that just came and stood on my shoulder.
Okay, getting into the holidays, just some general topics in automotive that we see are around the holidays. Like we said, some shops have done wishes on wheels or any sort of event where you're giving back to your community, like the angel trees, Toys for Tots, anything like that is probably in absolute full force right now. Hopefully, if you're doing it, you were talking about it in November a little bit already. But if you weren't talking about it in November, make sure you're pushing that hard in all of your marketing in December. That could also be any sort of holiday nomination. Maybe you're doing a whole Christmas gift wish list for a family in your community in need. We've had people give away cars, customer appreciation events. There's so many things you can do in your shop around the holidays. So just make sure that what you're doing in your shop is being reflected in your social media.
Yeah, a lot of people are having their Christmas parties, and that's a great way to help that whole no trust thing is to share pictures of what's happening at your Christmas parties. Some of the shops that we know of go all out with the decorating the shop with the lights and all of that stuff. So that can be fun things to share about. And then, of course, share about your holiday closures. I know a lot of shops, and us at Shop Marketing Pros included, will basically shut down from Christmas through New Year's, give their employees that break and hit the ground running again in the new year. But no matter what your closure dates are, it's a good thing to be sharing in your marketing in December.
There's also in December, it's National Operation Santa Paws month. So too bad Dutton had just walked away. But if you have a shop dog or you're involved with a animal shelter in your community, shop pet, anything like that, Operation Santa Paws is super fun getting people in the community involved. And I think it's that you bring items for the animal shelter to the shop and then the shop can all go deliver it to the animal shelter. Like a Toys for Tots, but for the animal shelter.
Yeah, I'm personally not familiar with that one.
I think that's what it is.
I need to learn more about that. Dutton told me I need to. And then it's National Car Donation Month. You mentioned that a lot of people give away cars around the holidays. If that's something that interests you and you want to know more about how to do a car giveaway, go listen to episode 164 that I recorded with Chris Luoma from Jerry's Automotive. They give away cars and they do a phenomenal job at everything that they do. But they do a phenomenal job with the car giveaway, and it lays out a little bit of the blueprint there for how you can go about doing that.
Not to get super somber on us, but it is also National Drunken Drugged Driving Prevention Month, which I think ties in really well with the holidays. A lot of police offices, sheriff offices in a city or town will offer some sort of call us and you don't have to drive home drunk or after a holiday party or anything. So maybe you partner with your shop. I think I mentioned this in a couple of recent episodes. Have your shop partner with the law offices and let people know about those things, or just encourage them to plan ahead when you're coming home from holiday parties. The last thing anybody wants during the holiday season is a loved one to be hurt or injured. Use your following, your platform for good, and share about those things. Keep your community safe during that time.
Yeah, we have a couple of shops that actually will use their loaner car for that exact thing during this time of year. They'll have someone there that works some extra hours, and if somebody needs a ride late at night, they'll take care of that for them. Our Older Driver Safety Awareness Week. That was something that I got exposed to actually as a pretty young kid. I remember my sister's wedding. I was 7 years old, and my grandpa had driven there. And when we were leaving to drive to the reception, the police were like, "Sir, you are not driving anymore." And they took away his driver's license right there on the spot because he was not capable of competently driving anymore. And there's a lot of that does happen. As an auto repair shop, alerting people of various things like this, Older Driver Safety Awareness Week, it's a good thing to do.
I learned probably in the past 2 years, my grandmother had cataract surgery on each of her eyes. But before that, she was driving normally. Not somebody you really want to be in the car with, but if she was adamant, you would do it. And I picked her up and brought her home from her surgery. And then the next week brought her back. And so at that point, the gauze is off of her eye and she can see clearly out of one of them. And she's going to get the other one done. And she goes, "That's a Sonic right there. I never knew that's what it was." On the main stretch of road in Slidell, our town. And I lost my mind on her in the nicest way because I was like, "Grims, what do you mean you never knew that store is a Sonic? It's been there for forever. What do you mean you didn't know that was a Sonic?"
Yeah, she couldn't see it.
It's clear as day. And I'm like, "And you gave all of us so much grief about telling you shouldn't be driving or that you couldn't see well or that you weren't a good driver." She can't say anything now, but that's what that reminds me of. And she's still behind the wheel sometimes, but not as often, thankfully.
As soon as you said cataract, I was trying my best to come up with a Cadillac joke or a catalytic converter joke, but I couldn't think of it.
Where's JR when you need him?
All right, National Cookie Cutter Week. Caroline, we can't celebrate this at Shop Marketing Pros because we don't do cookie cutter.
The only type of cookie cutter we could celebrate are holiday cookies. We could cut out Christmas trees and snowmen and reindeer and Santa sleighs and presents. That's the only cookie cutter you get around here.
You're going to have to save that because we're going to have to do some kind of play on National Cookie Cutter Week in our own marketing.
I'm writing it down right now. And if anybody has ideas, send them our way.
All right, so let's get into the days. National Eat a Red Apple Day. Come on, it's Christmas. Who in the world? In the holidays, we don't do healthy.
No. If an apple a day keeps the doctor away, I feel like a caramel apple a day keeps you on the nice list or something. Maybe that's where you can twist it, or you'll leave a caramel apple out for Santa, whatever it may be. You could have some fun with that. It's also the second is the National Day of Giving, which I feel like there's a couple, like I know at different times throughout the year, which this may be where it came from, but there's like Giving Tuesday or a couple of different events, maybe quarterly or every 6 months, where there's just like huge giving days to make donations to organizations, get involved with nonprofits, things like that could be related to that. But anyways, good topic just all throughout the holidays of giving back, and talk about the ways that you're giving back online and your social media too.
And just a reminder to our listeners, always double check the dates on these, because sometimes they are always on the same date and sometimes they're like the second Tuesday of the month or something like that. So especially if you're listening to this anytime after 2025, double check those dates. Double check them in 2025 too. Santa's List Day. Ooh, man, you could go around and talk about which one of your team members are on the naughty list. What's the opposite of the naughty list?
The nice list. Are you not familiar with that one?
Oh, but is there a nice list? I've heard of the naughty list. I guess I just always told I'm going to be on the naughty list. I don't know.
Like the trend where you go around and you're like, who do you think is going to be like the craziest, whatever it may be? If they're going out to a party, who do you think is going to be the drunkest is usually how the theme goes. But I think that this person is going to be on the naughty list, and have everybody go through, and then maybe you mock up a real naughty and nice list to see how people have acted throughout the year.
There's a lot of stuff when I think of December, and it's so easy to get caught up in the holidays, but there's a lot of stuff here that's not necessarily related directly to the holidays. And we've got National Miners Day, depending on where you're at, if there's a big mining community or something. So if you're in West Virginia or Kentucky or something like that, that could be a big thing for y'all. And I'm sure many other places that I just can't think of right now. International Civil Aviation Day. National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day, December 7th. That's one that you definitely don't want to overlook.
For sure. There's also National Blue Collar Day, which is just a great way to, we hear a lot about the Skilled Trades Day and Automotive Service Professionals Week, but blue collar could be a great day just to, again, give shout out to your team, the blue collar industry, working hard day in, day out, making sure people are getting where they need to go safely during the holidays.
Yeah, and with the whole blue collar thing, we've got Secretary's Day and Administrative Assistants Day and all of these different things. That is a great day to do something nice for your team, but it's also a great day to promote the trades. Yeah, I need to do an entire podcast episode about that, because the way that AI is going right now, it's an opportunity for shops to be able to steer people into a profession that is less at risk from AI.
That's a good point. We've also, going back to the holiday theme, have some fun things like National Pastry Day and Gingerbread House Day. I would love to see a shop do a gingerbread house competition. I think that would be so fun, and see who can make the best ones. Just like at Halloween, you might do the jack-o'-lantern carving. So that would be super fun to see. And National Cupcake Day a couple days later. So any of the holiday sweets, all of the holiday sweets, it's the holiday season. You have to.
Yeah. All right. National Device Appreciation Day. I'm assuming that this is like your phone and tablet and stuff like that they're talking about. And
Probably.
yeah, okay. Caroline is confirming that for me.
So
And that might be something where you could show off like a diagnostic tool that you have or something, because a lot of those are running on tablets, or there's lots of stuff that you can do with that.
there's also Answer the Telephone Like Buddy the Elf Day. We've seen a couple of people do the Talk Like a Pirate Day and answer the phone talking like a pirate. Elf is not my favorite Christmas movie, so I don't know that I could really embody what Answer the Phone Like Buddy the Elf would sound like, but somebody listening to this loves Elf, and somebody in your shop probably loves Elf too, and they can do that.
Yeah. Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
There you go. Brian can do it.
It's not my favorite Christmas movie. My favorite is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, but it's probably my second favorite.
Also,
Like, she has no words. She literally. What is your favorite Christmas movie, Caroline?
I was trying to
She's
think of
going to
it,
be
and
like Miracle on 34th Street.
no, I really can't think of any Christmas movies right now. Like besides Elf, I don't know. I used to watch the ones that came on the news station later in the evenings. It's like such bad animation of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Abominable Snowman and stuff like that with my dad. So that's what I think of when I think of a traditional Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna hate me for this, Brian. Give me the cheesy Hallmark rom-com. I can watch a new one every year. It's lighthearted. It's easy.
I'm. Oh man, I should not put this out there in the public eye, but I am a fan of Hallmark Christmas movies. Like, very
You
much.
heard it here first, folks.
Mm-hmm. We've watched a lot of them. Yeah.
They're just good for the soul. Like they're easygoing. Some of these other Christmas movies, they've just got way too much like rising action, climax, falling action. There's way too much sadness, and I just need a happy-go-lucky holiday film. And Netflix has taken over a lot of them now, and they do it, and it's easygoing. You got the ABC 30 days of 25 days of Christmas, all of those. I like those things.
Yeah. They just need a new plot. The 30-year-old single marketing executive that has to like travel to some small town to
Yeah.
tell them that they're shutting down the factory or something. I don't know.
You were on a good roll there. I think I've seen that one. Yeah,
Oh, you've seen all 842 of them.
exactly.
Yeah.
They are good though. I think everybody, you should do a video. If you're in the shop, do a video asking everybody in the shop just what their favorite Christmas movie is. It's obviously can be a very polarizing topic. I was surprised, but not all that surprised to hear that you were in on the Hallmark movies. I can see Kim wanting to put one on and you totally sitting down and enjoying that.
Oh, I'm the main one in my house. Yes. There are years that we will watch one every night. But I don't, these movies, they're probably already starting. I haven't looked and I can't do that. I have to get at least until mid-November
Yeah,
before we start.
yeah, it is a bit too soon, but I haven't seen too many Christmas decorations yet either, thankfully. You said you saw some at Lowe's or Home Depot.
Yeah.
I'm not there just yet, but we've also got continuing on now. At this point, we're around like December 20th. So to keep going with these days, at this point, everything is Christmas related from here on out. We've got National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. It's usually the Friday closest to that, like the Friday before Christmas or something like that. Always a fun thing to do in the shop or in your business. Caroling Day.
Yeah. Oh, here's one that's
Go
not
for it.
Christmas related, National Flashlight Day. And Caroline's looking at me like, what are you talking about? But if you're a
That
tech,
makes sense for auto repair.
if you're a tech, that is like one of the most used tools that you have. And we will spend mega bucks on a good flashlight. So I don't know. Show off your
Not to
flashlights.
not to tie it back to device day, but if my phone didn't have a flashlight on it, I would either have a way more expensive electricity bill or I would have a pocket flashlight with me everywhere I went because the amount of times I grab my phone and turn on the flashlight to look for something, it's just, I feel like my flashlight's always on my phone. I'm always trying to see something. I'm probably going blind because of it, but I'm always using it to try and see something better.
All right, winter solstice. Caroline, educate me. What the heck is winter solstice?
It's the first day of winter. It's the shortest day of the year.
Okay.
It's got the least amount of sunlight.
It makes sense that I don't know that because I hate winter. I hate winter and I hate the cold.
I'm not a fan of it, but it's the first official day of winter. So Christmas season kicks off with a bang. Everything that is your true winterization. If you're talking about winterization, anything winter related, if you're in the north where it snows and you actually get winter weather, this is when you're actually getting into winter. Up until that, it's still fall or autumn or whatever you want to say.
Okay.
The fall equinox before the winter solstice.
It was 54 degrees this morning and I was absolutely freezing while I was out on my walk.
Yeah, so I live a little, everybody listening, like a little bit south of Bryan, and it's about 10-degree difference, even though it's only an hour away, and it was, I think, 63 degrees outside, and Burr. It was cold. I had shorts and a t-shirt on and I was not expecting it and I had to walk inside and put a sweatshirt on. But I did take a little walk on my lunch break and I still broke a sweat. It's 80 something degrees
Yeah,
now,
it's
but
85 out
it
there
feels
now.
great now.
Hmm.
It was a little brisk this morning.
Yeah. And by the time that people listen to this, it'll be like super cold, but it won't be yet. But
Not in Louisiana.
our friends in the north are laughing at us talking about 54 degrees being cold. But you know what? I'm from the south for a reason. God knew what he was doing when he put me down here in the south because y'all can have that cold, nasty crap.
Burr.
Mm.
December 23rd, I'm going to butcher where this is from, but it's Festivus. And I know that's Festivus for the rest of us, all that. It's from the TV show.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. Thank you. I knew
Yes.
you would know.
Oh, yeah. George Costanza.
Plenty of fun things to do with that.
Was it George or was it Kramer? I don't know.
I'm not the right person to ask.
Yeah. Kim would know.
Sorry.
All right. December 24th. What is that?
Nothing.
Yeah.
It is Christmas Eve, though, if you're celebrating Christmas.
So
Obviously,
we're
Christmas Eve,
celebrating
Christmas
Christmas.
Day. Yeah, everybody here is celebrating Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, which you can do a lot of things for. Your shop is probably closed. Like we mentioned earlier, make sure you're letting people know, especially your existing customers, when you'll be open and closed during the holiday season and encouraging them to get their pre-trip inspections, whatever they may need done beforehand, scheduling them around those closures. I like post-Christmas. So like Christmas is fun to lead up to, but talking about the true 12 days of Christmas following the days after Christmas is a fun campaign. You could do the 12 days of car care, 12 days of car Christmas, and I don't know, maybe that's when you're giving away a car, whatever it could be. There's lots of fun things to do. That week after Christmas, and especially in between Christmas and New Year's, can be boring and weird, and there's just a weird haze looming in the air. And so do something fun with that time.
I think about podcasters, for example, during this time, they'll do like their favorite episodes of the year. And you could do like some of your favorite repairs or the wildest or craziest or hardest that came in the shop. Year end wrap up. Now, you're
Yeah.
probably going to want to prepare for that early. And of course, that's why we do these episodes ahead of time, because you're not going to want to be putting that together between Christmas and New Year's. If you wait till then, you're just not going to do it. So put that together early. And then
We
national,
typically do something like that too, with a end of year recap. The office is closed during that week in between, so there's not necessarily new blogs or content coming out during that time. So it's the here's what we did this year,
yeah,
here's what we were doing over Christmas break, and those big wins and accomplishments. And people,
yeah,
that always helps drive our engagement too during that time of year too. Like people are home from work, kids are home from school, they're maybe on their phones or on social media a little bit more, looking at all of the holiday related things, and everybody's posting all their holiday pictures. So your content needs to be even more scroll worthy than maybe it normally does. So really dig into that. Know, trust, this is what's happening. This is what happened in the shop, in the business. People they enjoy seeing that. It's like a look behind the curtain.
yeah. We will often do a wrap up where we're throwing numbers out there, like how many total leads did we drive for our clients, or what was our total engagement numbers, or something like that. And you could do the same exact thing in your shop, especially if you have the shop management system that will tell you some of these things. What's the brand of car that you worked on the most throughout the year? What was the repair besides the oil change or whatever that you did the most of throughout the year? There's so many things that you can talk about that people would actually find interesting when you're putting together numbers and statistics and stuff. Everybody wants to know another statistic, but still, if you installed 300 drive belts over the course of a year, that's an interesting statistic.
It's a lot about the delivery too, like being excited about that or explaining what it means and sharing it in a fun way. If you, again, like we said, prepare for that a little bit, know what it is. You're not going to have that full December 21st end date, but maybe up until the end of November is what you're tracking so that you can be prepared and have the number ready to go and get your team involved in it. Do a video where they're talking about what they did. If they're the one that installed most of those drive belts, keep them involved.
Yeah. All right. So then also at the end of the year, we have National Winers Day.
That's for the people whose birthday is December 26th. It's just a national day for them because they have to
Oh,
share a birthday with Christmas. That's a
how
joke.
terrible is that? But I can't think of who it is, but I know somebody, and so it's terrible. I can't think of who it is. I know somebody who has a birthday on Christmas. It's somebody like maybe one of the people in our church group that meets at our house or something. Yeah, and actually, Kim and I were just talking about this because that person moved they gave themselves another birthday to
Oh, like in the
celebrate on a
summertime,
different, yeah.
celebrate their half
I
birthday instead.
cannot think of who the heck it is though. But all right. And then of course New Year's Eve on the 31st. And New Year's Eve is the day to do all those wrap up kind of things that we were talking about. It just makes the most sense as it's the last day of the year. Or you can get into the resolutions that nobody's going to actually follow through with or anything like that. That'd be fun. Go talk to your techs or your team. I always default to techs. There are other people in your shop too, and find out like what's the resolution from last year and did they stick to it and how long did it last?
That's a good one. What goals did they set and did they reach them? Or what business goals did you set? And if you've reached them, just having candid conversations about it. If you did reach them, then it's an opportunity to celebrate them. And if you didn't, then it's an opportunity to be held accountable to make sure it happens in the following year.
Yeah.
Next up are just some fun ideas. So, like we know, the holidays, I feel are really easy to come up with all sorts of things. Some of these I think are from ChatGPT, but a couple of general ideas. We mentioned the 12 days Christmas. So you've got 12 days of car care tips, 12 days of what happened this year at the shop, whatever it is, using those 12 days like December 26th, I guess, through January 5th or 6th. Holiday discounts, if you have anything like that for veterans, teachers, law enforcement, your first responders in your community, make sure they know about that. If you do gift cards too, or especially if you're like a customs shop or off-road, you do really cool things and people are spending a lot more money with you, and what somebody's going to want for Christmas is going to be new wheels on their car or something like that, and you offer discounts or gift cards or anything, make sure you're talking about that. Season of giving is consistent, I feel like, all the way right after Halloween. Halloween through the end of the year is just a very charitable giving time. So talk about the areas in your community where you're giving back or partner with somebody new to give back for the holiday season.
Yeah. And then holiday DIY car decorations. So, I'm a Jeep person. And it seems like the Jeepers are the ones that always do it, driving around with the wreath on the front of the Jeep, Christmas lights wrapped around it or something like that. But yeah, holiday car decorations. Share some of your customers' cars that come in with that stuff. This was not Christmas related, but when I had my shop, there was a blue, like the new, at that time, new, so early 2000s, new Beetle that came in, and it had the customary flowers on the dashboard, but they had put all kind of other stuff in it, the feathered boas hanging in it and all that stuff. And one of my technicians at the time, Ryan Grace, who is now one of our clients that owns Pleasant Automotive, he and his business partner David were just on a podcast episode, I don't know, within the last 10 episodes. But Ryan has a picture of me that he likes to send to the team every once in a while. And Caroline, you've probably gotten that picture before.
I've gotten this picture. I'm guessing
Oh,
it's you in this bug.
it
I
is
don't know.
me in that Beetle with the blue boa wrapped around my neck. Yeah, ask Ryan Grace to send you the picture and
To
he'll
I'm
send
upset
it
we
to
didn't
you.
have that for your birthday post this year. We could have brought a blue boa to ASTA and everything.
Yeah.
Now we know.
And I hate that picture because for one, that's back in my over 300-pound days with no facial hair. Anyway, you can have fun with that picture.
I can't believe I haven't heard about it until now. I was thinking about the bugs that have the eyelashes on them.
I don't know if
Buggy
this one
bugs.
had that or not. We definitely had some cars that had eyelashes on them.
Some of the decor, like the outside of the vehicle decor, seems like it could be a hazard at some point, but I do think it's funny where people will wrap the garland around their spare tire on the back of a Jeep to make
Yeah.
it look like a wreath. But now I am getting excited about Christmas. I'm like, maybe I can decorate my house soon.
For our listeners, we have quite a few members on our team that are from the Philippines. And you know what? We don't normally broadcast that because we're in a very much like America industry. But look, y'all, they're amazing. They're fantastic. And you can't afford the marketing agency that has all US based employees. Trust me. But we have a number of team members out of the Philippines, and they will start. Do they start in September, or is
They
it?
start in September.
Yeah,
Christmas is like
celebrating
a 3 month
Christmas.
affair. Granted, they don't have Thanksgiving, but Halloween, nope, nobody cares about it.
Yeah.
Christmas is like most of them, I think, already it's mid-October. Most of them have their Christmas trees up, their houses are fully decorated, and Christmas celebrations are underway.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love them.
Yeah.
Gosh, is that it for this episode?
I think so. There's a couple more ideas. If y'all look at this document as we share, you can always do holiday gift guide, maybe what your team is asking for, maybe the holiday gift guide for car enthusiasts or anything like that. But
Now, you said if
I
they
feel like,
look at these documents, and that's something we probably haven't promoted enough during these episodes, is that you can go get the document out of the show notes.
yes.
And it's got a lot of stuff in it that we don't talk about because we don't hit on every single one of the things. There's just too much. And then there's a lot that's not in the document also. You get over on daysoftheyear.com, or what's the other one?
nationaldaycalendar.com.
Yeah, nationaldaycalendar.com. And you'll find all kinds of things to do. And then just think on your own. We have a lot of people in the Auto Repair Marketing Mastermind Facebook group that love to put together gifts for their clients. And I guarantee you they're going to be in there talking about what are y'all doing for Christmas. Some of them get crafty and make these things themselves, and then others just order stuff ready to go. But every car that leaves their shop has a gift in it, and their clients absolutely love it.
I think this was you and Kim, and it might be getting to be a little bit too late for this in the year, but y'all decided one year when y'all were shop owners, instead of doing a Christmas card, so for any shops that do Christmas cards, y'all did a Thanksgiving card instead to say,
Yeah.
people aren't expecting that. Everybody's expecting their Christmas cards to come in the mail around the holidays. They're not
And
expecting a Thanksgiving card or a we're grateful for you card or anything like that. We even did something
or if
similar,
you're
I think, last year with our clients.
Yeah, if it is too late when you're listening to this, it's just something outside of the norm. You can send a Happy New Year card, but they're expecting the Christmas card. So send something that they're not expecting.
Yeah. So. And have fun with it. Holidays are a fun thing. Hopefully somebody in your shop is probably like a holiday Christmas, just absolute enthusiast. Find them and get some ideas from them and just let them have a platform and talk about what they're doing to celebrate the holidays, and they'll have a great time. Maybe we'll do a whole podcast episode on Brian's favorite Hallmark movies.
Yeah. The Christmas card.
Perfect.
It's the best. Okay, Caroline, we have made it through a year of these now. And we said from the beginning that we were going to put them all into one place where, like one blog post where somebody can go get access to all of the episodes and all the downloads and everything. Does it exist yet?
It does not. It will once we have the file ready for this episode and this episode's published. We can gather all of them and basically have a listicle of every month and the show notes that go with it. And then we'll probably also compile all of these show notes that have the content topics into one document. They're each their own right now. So one full larger PDF that has January through December in there so that you can download it, print it out, save it, add your own notes to it, highlight what you want to do, whatever that may be. And then quick, easy access to go listen to each of those podcast episodes too, to hear us talk out some of the ideas.
Okay, so I'm going to throw this out there now, and we'll make sure to do it. You'll be able to access that at shopmarketingpros.com/months. And that will be the URL that you can go to and get to all of these things. And next year, when you go to plan out your marketing, you'll have it starting in January. All right. Thank you all again for listening to this episode. I hope that you will come back again next week. Remember, we are just one of a handful of podcasts on the Aftermarket Radio Network. You can find the others at aftermarketradionetwork.com. I hope that you'll listen in again next week. And until then, go fill those bays.